Hello everybody, welcome back to the vlog channel, and we're going to be reacting to some more videos. I thought about watching the Candace Owens latest live podcast or whatever, because she's taking like a week off. And it's like an hour and 10 minutes long, but I don't really think I have time to do that today. So we're going to react to a bunch of these videos instead. Okay.
For refusing to take care of my husband after an accident that left him disabled.
Oh.
Ooh, wait.
I, 34 female, have been married to my husband, Jake, 36 male, for 8 years. Until recently, I would have described our marriage as decent, though not perfect. About 3 years ago, Jake was in a serious motorcycle accident. He survived, but he suffered permanent injuries that left him unable to walk without assistance and unable to return to his previous job. It completely changed his life. For the first year after the accident, I did everything I could. I worked full-time, handled the bills, drove him to appointments, helped him with physical therapy, cooked, cleaned, and managed the house.
He's your
I barely
husband.
slept and honestly felt like I was drowning, but I loved him and wanted to support him.
He's your literal husband.
The problem isn't his disability. The problem was how he started treating me.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Jake became increasingly angry and bitter. He would insult me over small mistakes, accuse me of not doing enough, and constantly compare me to other spouses he saw online who had supposedly dedicated their lives to caring for their partners. If I came home tired from work, he'd tell me I was selfish. If dinner was late, he'd complain for hours. If I wanted to spend time with friends, he'd accuse me of abandoning him. I kept telling myself he was struggling emotionally because of the accident. I encouraged therapy, counseling, support groups.
Sorry about that
anything
glare.
that may help. He refused every option and insisted that I was the problem. Things reached a breaking point last month. I had worked a 10-hour shift and came home exhausted. He demanded that I drive across town to pick up food because he didn't like what I had cooked. When I said I was too tired, he threw the plate onto the floor and called me useless.
Oh, I have opinions.
For the first time, I snapped. I told him I was his wife, not his servant, and that I couldn't keep sacrificing my physical and mental health while being treated like garbage. The next day, I moved into my sister's guest room and informed him that I would help arrange professional care and continue contributing financially until he figured things out, but I would no longer be his primary caregiver.
Okay, you don't have to be his primary caregiver, but figure things out. I feel like this is headed to, I feel like she's gonna divorce him or something.
Now his family is furious. They say I'm abandoning a disabled man when he needs me the most.
That is true. You are. But you are not responsible to take care of him for the rest of your life. But at the end of the, at the same time, like, you can get a caregiver, but I feel that moving out is honest. That was kind of like, not dramatic, but I don't know. Like, if it's temporary, then yeah, but that's fine. But if not, then no. Hello? What is going on here? Okay.
And that marriage means staying no matter what. Some of my friends agree, while others say I've already done more than enough. I don't hate Jake, and I genuinely feel terrible about the situation. But after years of being verbally abused and taken it for granted, I simply don't think I can do it anymore. So, am I overreacting?
Yes and no.
No, I'm sorry, but I don't think,
For Jake. Because
Jake.
what?
No, I
Oh,
disagree.
I'm sorry to say it, but yes, my first thought is like, to an extent, you know, on everything to an extent. Your kindness, his kindness, it's just like,
Okay, well, let's go ahead and go to another video, because, yeah.
Am I the asshole for saying my baby's not allowed to be alone with a man I don't know?
No, not at all.
For context, my daughter is 4 months old. My mom invited me,
Definitely
my
not.
fiance, and my daughter to stay over for
That
a
glare
couple
is really
days while
bothering
work
me,
was
but,
being done
like,
in her home. She has a
I really
newish boyfriend
can't
that she decided to get a house
do
with.
anything about
I've met
it.
him a few times over dinner.
Maybe if I
I
move
should
the
probably
light.
add that my
Hold on,
mom
y'all.
has a bad track record with the men she's brought around.
I almost think that's better. We don't really need the light to be fully shining on us. I mean, there's still a little bit of glare, but I don't know. My desk being over there was definitely nice, but whatever. It's just a little glare.
Really fast in relationships. Her bad decisions led to me being SA'd as a child. She asked me if she could take my daughter while I got ready to go to work, and I...
No. Your daughter should not be around any of them. No.
said, okay. Turns out she left my daughter alone with her boyfriend to go outside and smoke.
Why? Oh my
I told her
God.
to please not do that anymore, as that was something we've discussed multiple times prior to this. I never allow my daughter to be put in scenarios like that. The only man to be alone with her has been her father, and I've only allowed one person to ever watch her.
Obviously, it's her
My
father.
mom ended up telling her boyfriend a very exaggerated version of what I said, and we ended up arguing. He told me to get the fuck out of his house if I think he would SA children.
Yeah, okay. It's his house. Yeah, he said get out. It's his house. If it's his house, yeah, get out.
My mom keeps saying it was only a few
Get out.
minutes and it's his house too. She says
Yeah,
that she
get
knows
out.
I don't know him, but she does.
I'm just trying to
Also,
misspell
her
that.
boyfriend has no experience with babies. He has no children, no nieces or nephews.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say you don't have to have kids to have experience with kids. Yeah.
Cousins, nothing. He just recently asked me how to hold the baby. Why was he left alone to care for her for any amount of time if he didn't know how to take care of her? So, am I the asshole?
No,
Not really. No. Okay.
Am I the asshole for refusing to impregnate my brother's wife?
Relationship advice. My boyfriend made an assault joke to me, and I don't know whether or not it's dramatic to break up over it. Now, just so you guys know, it had the other word, the R word on there, and we
Okay.
changed it just for ease of hearing
Appreciate
and
that.
reading. Me, 18 female, and my boyfriend, 18 male, started dating only 3 months ago, but I've been talking for 6 months before that.
Okay.
I was at his friend's house around a month ago for a birthday, and we were joking around about something I don't quite remember what. He ended up saying, quote, "I'm going to assault you," as a joke. I immediately
Not a
distanced
joke.
myself and asked what made him think that was okay to say, and he weakly apologized. Later that night, it somehow came up again, and I told him that it was really inappropriate to joke about that.
Mm-hmm.
He asked why, and I explained because women and girls grew up knowing to fear it. I knew so many women and girls that had been assaulted. I told him it was a huge fear of mine as well. He then said he doesn't get why it matters if I hadn't been assaulted personally.
What?
I was baffled, honestly, and said, yes, but I'm still terrified of it. He proceeded to get offended and asked if I really thought he would assault me, to which I said no and basically shut down because the conversation was going nowhere. It just felt like it's been a long time since then, and it feels dramatic breaking up over it, but it's really bothering me. I guess I just need other people's opinions because I don't know if I'm overreacting by thinking of breaking up. Please let me know what you think.
I don't
Absolutely
know.
fucking not. Are you kidding?
I don't know, honestly.
Am I overreacting about the behavior of my husband towards our newborn?
Okay.
My husband has always had a mean streak when it comes to handling his emotions. He's never been around babies, and he doesn't
I don't know if you should have kids with him. I don't know about that.
have siblings. Before starting a family, I told him it's not for the faint of heart. It can get loud and requires a lot. Neither of us have children, but I came from an abusive, dysfunctional family and had to raise my brother when I was a child. My husband, on the other hand, loves his peace and quiet and has always had a comfortable life.
Ooh,
The
I don't
last
know.
5 weeks have been rough with
I
a
don't know if
newborn.
that's a good idea.
Sleep deprivation, anxiety of becoming a first-time parent, baby being colicky, the works. I've noticed my husband being short with the baby, telling her to be quiet, raising his voice, telling her to shut the F up, etc.
What?
Oh.
I told him I don't like him treating her like that and to regulate himself. Last night, I had to intervene when he handled her aggressively and wrapped her too tight in her swaddle to shut her up. He even shoves a pacifier in her mouth when she is clearly very upset and needs comfort. He chooses to be aggressive towards her and offers no kind words or cuddles. This morning, I told him I don't want anger and aggression around our child and suggested that he should see someone. He thinks I am making stuff up and refused to listen to me. He thinks me suggesting therapy is an insult and gaslit me some more. I'm exclusively pumping and the baby needs constant holding. I'm scared to leave her alone with my husband. My friend said that is understandable since we are both sleep deprived. That hurt because I'm sleep deprived too and not manhandling our baby. I don't know what to think or feel or do. Am I overreacting?
No.
No, you're not. No. Yeah, no.
No. Red.
Am I overreacting for being mad at my brother for leaving my son by himself? My
Okay, well, how old's the son?
son, 6, was staying the weekend at my brother's
Okay.
26 house this weekend. He had a breakfast lunch thing with one of his old friends today, so he left my son at his house with his wife, 25.
Okay.
While he was away from approximately 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Okay.
We get a FaceTime call from my son's iPad around 10:15 a.m. He was crying, saying he was hungry, so we called my sister-in-law to see what's going on. She said that she was just about to make food for my son. About 45 minutes later, we get a text from my son saying, well, I guess I'm not eating anything. We asked what is going on, and he says that his aunt went back to bed with the door closed and the loud fan on. We said that we were on our way to pick him up. They live about 45 minutes away. We couldn't get a response from my brother or his wife, and right after we texted my son, his iPad died. We get to their house, and my son is still in pajamas. He had a glass of milk that he was rationing out since he didn't know when an adult was going to come check on him. According to my sister-in-law, she was going to DoorDash some food for my son for breakfast, but it was a lunch menu, so she just decided not to.
DoorDash
When we got
lunch.
there, he said that when she said she was going to make food, she just went back to bed and never said anything again. She never fed him or told him where the food is so he could get it himself. I'm mad because they left my kid essentially alone, just sitting on the couch waiting for us to get there for 3 hours while his aunt slept. Zero communication from any adults. I don't know how to feel about this situation.
Well,
but
first things first, I mean, yeah, basically they did leave him alone, but they left him alone in the sense of, like, he's alone and, like, there's no one, like, with him, but he's not, like, alone. I mean, someone was home, but she didn't feed him, so.
Just glad we have my son home now. Someone tell me how I'm supposed to be reacting.
No.
No one needs to tell you how you're supposed to be reacting. How you feel, like, how you feel is how you feel, and if you feel that's not right, then you don't let him go back there. I don't, like, no one needs to be telling you how you feel. It's as simple as that.
Longer, send your son over there. That's how you should be reacting. Did we fight before we leave, or, like, do we just pick up our son and leave? Because absolutely not. They're gonna know that this is not okay.
Exactly.
Am I overreacting for being
Confession. I am secretly paying.
Am I overreacting? I think my dad saw me naked. Am I overreacting? My cousin stole the spotlight at my sister's wedding. My older sister got engaged last year, and everyone was excited for the wedding. She asked our cousin to be one of her bridesmaids because they've always been close. Everything was going great until my cousin started acting like the wedding was about her instead of my sister. She complained about the dress color because she said it washed her out.
It don't
She wanted
matter.
the ceremony time changed because it conflicted with her doctor's appointment. She
Cancel
even asked
it.
my sister if she could bring her new boyfriend, even though the invitations had already gone out and everyone was limited to one guest per household.
Oh. I don't know. I feel like you could just let our boyfriend come. Oh, well.
Every time my sister tried to set a boundary, my cousin acted like she was being unreasonable, and my sister kept backing down because she didn't want drama. A week before the wedding, my cousin posted a TikTok
I don't
saying
love drama,
she
but
couldn't wait to finally have
if there needs to be drama to, like, set, like, a boundary, then I don't know, there's gonna be drama.
everyone see my big surprise. Nobody knew what she meant, and she refused to talk about it. On the wedding day, she showed up in an almost completely white dress. It wasn't technically a wedding dress,
What do you mean almost complete white? An almost complete white dress? What?
but it was close enough that several guests thought she was the bride when they first saw her. A few people even had to do a double take because she was standing near the entrance and greeting people like she was part of the wedding party. My sister was clearly upset, but decided not to say anything because she didn't want to ruin the day. She just kept trying to focus on the ceremony and enjoy herself, even though she was visibly stressed. Then, during the reception, my cousin stood up, grabbed the microphone, and announced that she was pregnant.
Oh my God.
Everyone started cheering, asking questions, and crowding around her. People stopped paying attention to the bride and groom, and the whole room basically turned into a baby announcement celebration. My sister quietly walked outside because she was trying not to cry. She said later that she felt like the entire day had been hijacked and that she couldn't believe it was happening at her own wedding. When she came back in, she politely told my cousin that this wasn't the right time or place to make a personal announcement. She didn't yell, she didn't make a scene, and she didn't even bring up the white dress or all the other things my cousin had done leading up to the wedding. My cousin got offended, called my sister selfish, and left the wedding early. The next morning, she made a Facebook post saying that she was humiliated for sharing good news and that my sister had ruined what should have been a happy moment.
You might not like that she's
Now the
sharing
family
good
is
news,
split.
but
Some people think my sister should have just
Oh,
let
well.
it go because a baby is exciting news, and maybe she overreacted by saying anything at all. Others think my cousin intentionally stole the spotlight at someone else's wedding and owes everyone an apology, especially since she had already been pushing boundaries for weeks. Am I overreacting about my cousin's behavior?
No! Your cousin is. I'm sorry, Can I?
Please.
Your cousin is such an asshole. Oh
Big
my
time.
God.
Big time.
Oh!
Am
Oh,
I
okay.
overreacting? I think my husband might be the father of his best friend's baby.
how would you know?
Oh my God.
I'm 25 female, and I have been with my husband for the past 8 years now.
Wow.
He's 24. My husband has a best friend, Tony, and Tony has a girlfriend named Sarah. We've known Tony and Sarah for about 5 years. I've always had the feeling that Sarah liked my husband since the day we met. About a year into our friendship, my husband moved in with Tony and Sarah for 9 months because of work. During that time, we were still together. My husband and Sarah had movie marathons every single night. They were alone together from the time Tony went to work until he got off, unless Sarah had to work that day.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
After
my-
6
this
months,
is the
Sarah
flag.
and I found out we
Yeah.
were pregnant at the same time.
Oh my
Sadly,
God.
I miscarried, but thankfully Sarah's pregnancy continued. She
Red
was
flag.
constantly telling me how she and Tony aren't physical unless she makes him. Again, my husband is
What?
there during this time. Fast forward. Sarah and Tony have a boy, and this baby does not look like Tony. He looks like Sarah and my husband.
Goodbye.
Oh.
Goodbye.
Oh,
This weekend
wait,
we were at-
okay, I get it. I don't know why. Oh my gosh.
Tony's in Sarah's house, and Sarah kept making jokes about the baby not belonging to Tony and that he wasn't the real father. But when she was doing it, she kept looking at my husband.
Oh heck no.
Oh my God.
We're
Oh my
fighting.
God.
Right before we were leaving, she asked me if my husband and I were doing okay, and I said yes. And then
my
later,
new
she
watch
asked my
thing on.
husband the same thing.
It's not new. I've
She
had it,
got
but yeah.
really close to his face, like she wanted to kiss him. He says he isn't attracted to her because she's a bigger girl, which is stupid because so am I.
What?
First of all, he should not have said that.
Goodbye.
I don't know.
Was she like a lot bigger than you? Maybe like 20, 30 pounds bigger? Like, we need some context on that.
What to think? Should I just text and ask her? Would I be overreacting?
No, you should leave now. We're good. We are so good. We have everything that we need.
Right?
What do you mean?
You're gonna say I don't like her because she's a big girl, but I am too a big girl?
I am your type, and so is she. Asking if you guys are happy. Why?
Because she's unhappy and she wants to be with the father of her baby.
And
I
the
don't
fact
understand.
that the baby just.
Am I overreacting? Am I overreacting? I think my husband might be the father of. Am I the asshole? My nephew found a loophole in the don't hit girls rule.
What?
I'm a gay male, 44 and fab, okay?
How would
My
you
siblings
find
and
a
I grew up
loophole?
around a lot of machismo, disrespect towards women. My brother, 50, and his wife, 46, went hard the other way with their boys. They respect women and would never, ever hit a girl.
Good.
Rule, I'm 100% behind it. My nephew, 8 male, is the sweetest kid alive. Smart, polite, sensitive, and great emotional IQ thanks to his mom. A few weeks back, he started coming home wrecked. Busted lip, black eye, torn uniform, scratches
seen
up
this.
the
Sorry,
arm.
y'all.
Am I overreacting for refusing to take care of my husband after an accident that left
we
him?
saw that.
Am I overreacting for turning down a birthday gift from my friend's older brother after learning it had strings attached?
Okay.
My birthday was just last weekend. I'm 24, and my friend Sarah invited me over for a small gathering at her family's place. We've been pals for ages, and I've always gotten along fine with her older brother, Mark, who's 31. We weren't super close, but we did share the occasional chat whenever I visited. As the night wound down, Mark surprised me by handing me a gift bag. I was caught off guard. I didn't expect anything from him. Inside was a smartwatch I had mentioned wanting months ago.
Okay,
Not an
nice.
extravagant one, but definitely more than I'd anticipate from a friend's sibling.
Nice.
I thanked him and said it was really thoughtful. He seemed pleased, and we moved on, or so I thought.
Oh,
Later that
gosh.
evening, he pulled me aside and dropped a bombshell. He hoped I understood what the gift really meant. It turned out he
watch.
wanted to be a little more than friends.
Oh. Yeah.
This guy.
I awkwardly laughed
Hey,
and
if you
told
like
him I
him-
wasn't into dating.
Oh, wait.
Then he clarified
Isn't
that
she
he
dating
wasn't seeking
someone?
a real relationship. Instead, he suggested we could be friends with benefits
And so you've.
He likes you. You
and
like
get
him
to
back?
know each
Hey,
other without any
start
commitment.
dating. I don't know.
Yikes.
This guy.
Suddenly, I felt really uncomfortable. The gift didn't seem like a thoughtful gesture anymore. It felt transactional, like he expected something in return. The next day, I shot him a text, thanked him again for this kindness, but explained I wasn't comfortable keeping the watch and would like to return it. He replied
Girl,
that I was
I'd keep the
overreacting
watch.
and
If it's like
insisted
an
the
Apple
gift
Watch,
didn't come with
I'd keep it.
conditions.
Whatever.
Still, I dropped it off at
I don't wanna be your friend with benefits, but I'm keeping the watch. You gave it to me. I'm keeping it.
Sarah's house without a second thought. Now Sarah's upset with me. She claims her brother was just taking a chance, that he hadn't demanded anything from me, and returning the gift embarrassed him in front of their family.
Sure, he didn't demand anything.
Some mutual
I
friends are
don't
agreeing
think,
with
right?
her, saying I could have simply declined his proposal and kept the present.
Exactly.
From my point of view, once he laid out his intentions, the gift lost its authenticity. Maybe
Yeah.
he didn't mean it that way, but I couldn't shake the feeling that accepting it would send the wrong message. Sarah thinks I twisted a kind gesture into something ugly and insists I should apologize. So, am I overreacting?
I don't think so.
Absolutely not.
I don't think so. So, thank you so much for this one because he is an idiot, an actual idiot. Most people are able to pull a woman and just get like a friends with benefits situation.
No.
You don't like that your boyfriend is seeing me braless in the dorm?
My brother locked me out of the bank account funding our IVF. Am I the asshole for going nuclear? My
How would he lock you out? What?
34 male, younger brother, 24 male, has been asking me to, quote, help him out for months. And this weekend, he did something I didn't think he had in him. Quick context. I've had a normal 9 to 5, but I also run a faceless YouTube channel on the side that does all right. Better than my salary some months. When it first started, he helped me set some of it up, including the login to the account I make the videos with. So it sat on the email we both have access to. I never thought about it again. The channel money isn't fun money.
I'd think
Me
about
and my
that every
partner
day.
have been trying for a kid for 2 years, and we're about to start IVF. That account is the entire fund for it. I didn't broadcast that, and only a couple of people knew. A few weeks ago, he asked me to start paying him a monthly cut from the channel. I said no, as gently as I could.
I fear that's
His family,
fair,
and
honestly.
I'd already lent him money before that he never paid back.
Okay.
He did
yeah,
not
but-
take it well. He told me I clearly have spare money, and that a brother who's already there should matter more than some maybe baby.
What? Maybe, baby.
This weekend, I went to schedule.
Okay, I mean, on one level, he's not really wrong. I mean, there's no baby. But still, he's still wrong, but I don't know.
Batch of videos, and I'm locked out of the account. He'd changed the password, and when I rang him, he admitted it straight up. Said if I wanted back in, I needed to, quote, sort him out properly first. He wants a cut every month, or he leaves it locked and lets the channel die. He's holding the IVF money hostage and calling it finally sharing with family.
I don't know. I feel like you, even not pay him a lot, but at least give him something because, I don't know, he's helping you or whatever.
Oh, this guy.
Right? Then he told the entire family about the IVF to get them on his side. He spun it as me hoarding money for myself while he struggles. So now my mom's crying on the phone that I'm tearing the family apart over money. Half my relatives know the most private thing in our life, and my partner is wrecked. He used the one thing we never told anyone as leverage. I'm done being gentle. I want to change every shared account, cut him off entirely, and tell the whole family exactly what he did and why.
Okay,
My
so
mom says that if I do that, I'm choosing money over my brother.
you ain't gonna get the
so
account
would
back,
I be the
so.
asshole?
No. Go
No.
nuclear.
Do
and
it.
do it with a quickness. Okay?
All I have to say, these women, they just like agree with the person that's telling the story. They don't agree with anybody else, which is annoying. But first things first, he is not going to let you back in the account, and yeah, so.
Am I
simple as
overreacting
that.
for turning down a birthday gift from my brother locked me out of the...
And my girlfriend is sharing a tent with a single guy on a 4-day backpacking trip. Just the two of them sharing a tent without any
First of all, even if he wasn't single, still honestly no, because people cheat on their partners. So, no.
service, and I found out just before they left.
Oh no.
Good Lord.
Oh no.
I, 33 male, have been dating my girlfriend, 29 female, for just 8 months now, and things have been going very well, though a little bit rocky to start. Regardless of the rockiness, she has always been extremely communicative, thoughtful, and loyal. Anyways, she had a backpacking trip planned. I'm pretty sure I was invited, but can't remember exactly. This backpacking trip is 4 days, off trail, and 0 service. She left this morning very early, and as we were going to bed last night, it turns out she's only going with one guy, who I had never met before. And he is also single.
Even if you met him, still no.
They are sharing a tent together in different sleeping bags. She said it was to save weight so they both didn't have to carry tents. She's been backpacking with him before, but always with other people.
It don't matter if it's with other
She
people. They
said she
can still
trusts him
do
fully
stuff.
and that he would never make any sort of move.
Okay.
I don't know if
My
I trust
initial
you,
concern
not
was
about
her safety
him.
with him, and if anything were to happen between them, or the potential danger she could be in if he makes advances that she refuses. I was quite surprised by this and told her I'm not exactly sure how I feel. I told her that if I met the guy in the morning when he picked her up, then hopefully that would appease me. I wake up, walk her to the car, meet the guy, and the guy can't even look at me in the eyes. He can barely say a word to me, and I got completely bad vibes from him. Perhaps it was him being nervous meeting her boyfriend, but I'm not entirely sure. After they leave, I message her saying this, and that I don't really feel good about his intentions. She assures me that he's fine, and maybe he was just nervous, because he's pretty mild-mannered generally. A couple of hours later, as I wake up and my mind clears up, I start thinking about things and realize I'm mostly hurt and confused by the fact that she hadn't mentioned anything prior.
Right.
I've never been the jealous type and have been pretty chill about things up until this point, but sharing a tent or bed or anything of the sort is always a topic that is touchy with many couples. So the fact that she didn't bring up anything until it was already too late was very difficult for me. We even have weekly check-ins to bring up how we're feeling about the relationship and to bring up things like this, but this never came up.
Okay.
Weekly
This was
checkups.
all happening right as she was losing service. She was extremely apologetic, feels awful about everything, and admitted she messed up. She said they tried inviting other people and didn't really fully realize that it was just the two of them. She said things kind of snuck up on her. The situation didn't really conclude before she lost service. She's always been honest, trustworthy, but I'm still extremely uncomfortable with this whole thing. How do you recommend I deal with this situation when she gets back? And is there anything you can recommend I do in the meantime to ease my nerves?
Wow. I'm gonna go ahead and give her a red flag for that one. That was bad. That was really bad.
Red flag for her, and I'd like to say a green flag for him, because the first thing he mentioned was not the fact that he might have been jealous. It was the fact that he mentioned he was worried about her safety.
Correct. So, would I be the asshole if I told my husband that his cleaning rules are ridiculous?
Depends on what they are.
My
I'm
25
kind of a
female husband,
clean freak
26,
a little
works
bit.
long hours. He's pretty much always on call. He works hybrid about 60 to 70 hours per week,
Ooh.
while I work 40. It's standard in his industry.
He a working
He's
man.
in person 30 hours
Dang.
and works at home 30 to 40 hours. Since I only work 40 hours a week, I do all of the chores. We make the same income. Like to
Interesting.
clarify that. We have the cleanest home out of anybody we know. I do dishes and general cleaning daily, laundry 3 times a week, vacuum 1 time a week, and clean our bathrooms 2 times a month. I also handle all...
Whoa. You're only cleaning your bathroom 2 times a month? Whoa. Yeah, you gotta clean that more than 2 times a month. Wow.
2 pets cleaning, which is the litter box and reptile cages. I also plan 95% of our trips, dates, and events with friends and family.
Okay.
Over the past year, he's become increasingly strict with cleaning.
He
The
works
issues
like
are small,
70 hours
like
a
me
week,
forgetting
so...
to push the air fryer back against the wall after using it, or leaving an oven mitt on the stove rather than putting it inside a drawer after cleaning the whole kitchen after cooking.
Okay,
If I
that
leave
could be a
out
little
cleaning
annoying.
wipes, he will bring me to the kitchen and tell me to put them back in their spot.
That's stupid.
He says everything has a place, and me leaving things out
Girl,
disrupts
put your
his
flag
work
down. We haven't
since
even
it brings him
finished the story.
anxiety.
Dude,
Oh,
he's
no.
he's making me mad. He's making me so mad.
I requested a new kitchen appliance for my birthday, and he told me I need to earn it.
I'll go buy it right now.
And prove
I'm not.
I can
no.
put every item back in its place.
I'd go buy it that day, honestly.
Yesterday, I was in the middle of doing
With his
several
card,
loads
I
of
don't know.
laundry. Both our clean and dirty laundry bin were out because I had done 3 to 4 loads of laundry and was still making progress. He purposely overfilled the laundry machine and said he, quote, didn't know what to do since our dirty and clean laundry bin were not in their proper places in the bathroom.
Oh, I swear.
I told him I was in the middle of doing laundry, and he said it didn't matter. Everything has a place. At this point,
Sure.
I feel like I'm ready to tell him this is so ridiculous. He says everything has a proper place, and I just need to respect that. I've gone from disorganized to organized over the years, and we have an extremely clean home. So would I be the asshole if I told him this is ridiculous?
Yes
No.
and no.
I, 27 female, recently broke up with my boyfriend Mark, 29 male, after nearly 3 years together, and now everyone thinks I'm a terrible person. For some context,
Well.
Mark is extremely close to his family, especially his younger sister Emily, 24.
Like he should be. He should be close to his family.
I've always thought it was sweet. They talked often, helped each other out, and seemed
It's
to have a
his
healthy
sister.
sibling relationship.
So,
A few months ago, Emily found out she was pregnant. The father isn't involved and made it clear he doesn't want anything to do with the baby.
oh god.
Naturally, she was devastated. Mark immediately stepped up to help her, which I initially supported. He went with her to appointments, helped her financially, and spent a lot of time making sure she was okay emotionally.
Okay.
The problem was that over time, it felt like our relationship completely disappeared. Date nights were canceled because Emily needed something.
Yeah, it's
Weekends
your
we
sister.
planned together
It's
suddenly
not your
became family
wife.
time.
It's not your girlfriend
Mark
or
even
wife
started
or
talking about moving
fiance.
closer
Like,
to her after the baby was
Come
born so
on,
he
you
could
got
help raise
other
his niece
family
or nephew.
and parents.
Whenever I brought up feeling
I think.
neglected, he'd tell me I was being selfish because his
No.
sister was going through one of the hardest periods of her life.
Incorrect.
The final straw happened when he told me that after
She clearly picked a man that did not care about her. So.
the baby arrived, he expected to help with childcare several days a week, and that our
nope.
future plans would have to be adjusted around his sister's needs for the foreseeable future.
Nope. Leave him.
Okay.
I asked him where I fit into all of this. His response was, family comes first.
Leave him.
I told him I understood wanting to help his sister, but it felt like he was building his entire life around her situation while expecting me to just accept it. After several conversations that went nowhere, I ended the relationship.
Yep.
Now his family is furious. They claim I dumped him because his sister got pregnant and needed support. Even some mutual friends think I overreacted and should have been more understanding. From my perspective, I didn't leave because Emily is pregnant. I left because I felt there was no room left in Mark's life for our relationship. Am I overreacting for breaking up with my boyfriend because his sister is pregnant?
No.
Oh, I don't like this one because I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
On one point, family, if they've earned that title, of course they come first.
Right.
On the other hand, I understand where she's coming from. She's like, all of a sudden, our relationship is non-existent.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if it was like a situation of like, maybe after the kid is a little bit more grown, you'll find some time. Maybe we can work out this relationship again. But until
Right.
that moment, let's just call it off so you can have time to like
True.
I thought my dad was an alcoholic. Turned out he was just being kind.
Okay.
Oh.
My dad died years ago, and I think he was a great dad overall, but I thought he was also a bit of a selfish guy. He never really took care of himself. He ate all sorts of junk, smoked a bunch, and liked to drink. For most of my life, it wasn't outright disruptive. He'd just get really drunk at weddings and be out there dancing like a majestic walrus until 2 a.m. I love that. All the aunties loved it. Me, not so much, since dragging his drunk butt home was never fun and my mom could never handle it alone. While my sister was usually as equally messed up or worse. But again, most days he didn't really drink and was always full of fun and fun to be around, and always tried to show me and my sister a good time. He was also the first person to make my wife feel like she was a part of the family, basically immediately accepting her as his daughter and including her in all the plans. When my own kids were old enough and started bringing partners around, I only hope I can make them feel as accepted as that.
Right.
The point being, my dad liked to drink, but mostly did it socially. I did remember, though, that when I was 10 or 11, his drinking eventually got really bad, and he'd sometimes be too drunk to drive my best friend home at the same time.
Okay, so then, like,
I
he
didn't
is
really
an
mind it at the
alcoholic.
time, since sleepovers were really fun, and we'd just go to school together next day. But I was kind of embarrassed and annoyed. But eventually, he got over it, as I recall. So when I was actually old enough to call him out on it, it was no longer an issue. And me and that friend were no longer really close. She was in a different high school. So it didn't matter anyway. I ran into that friend a few days ago, and we struck up a conversation. She asked about my parents, and I told her how they both died over the last few years. She took it really hard, almost too hard, honestly, and I asked her about it, and she told me my parents basically saved her life. What happened was that back when my dad was an alcoholic, my friend's parents were going through a really bad divorce, and her father basically left her and her mom with nothing. They could barely afford food. My parents wanted to help since my mom and hers were friends, but her mom refused charity, so instead they just came up with this really weird scheme. Basically, whenever my friend was over, which was often those days, my dad would drink too much and couldn't drive, so she had to stay over, which meant my friend got dinner, breakfast, and lunch for school. And my mom would go, "Oh no, I cooked too much food," and volunteer to pick us up from school before shoving Tupperware filled with food into my friend's arms when she dropped her off.
Okay, I think, okay, I mean, yeah, like, he was, like, drunk a lot, but, I mean, at the end of the day, he did help them.
I love them.
It was only a few weeks, many, many years ago, until her mom got back on her feet, and my friend only put the pieces together years later through her mom. But I just never realized my parents did that for her, and thought my dad had just had a drinking problem for a while. I could have spent my entire life just not knowing this happened, and we don't really have a lot of family left, so no one would know. I obviously told my wife, my sister, my friends, but it's still not enough people. We don't have a lot of people left to tell, so I wanted to make this post to tell someone else that this really cool thing my parents did many years ago, because I really missed them, and hearing this story made me really happy.
Am I overreacting for telling my husband to take a hike after he abandoned us for 8 years?
Oh,
No.
I'm 43, he's 45, and we were married for 12 years with 3 kids. 8 years ago, out of the
First of
blue,
all, you said that we were married, but, okay, we'll see.
he left.
ooh.
No big fight, no dramatic exit, just a packed bag and a half-baked excuse about needing to find himself.
Bruh.
At first, he picked up the phone every now and then, but soon enough, that stopped too. No child support, no birthday calls, nothing. Just silence.
Wow.
Right?
Okay.
Those early years were tough.
Come here.
I juggled 2 jobs, raising our kids solo. There were nights when I went to bed hungry so they could eat. I even sold family heirlooms just to make ends meet. Our eldest had to ditch extracurriculars because I just couldn't afford them. The kids, they struggled. For years, they couldn't understand why their dad chose to be absent, but I couldn't provide them with any answers. Eventually, we found our stride. I landed a better job, the kids grew up, and we adjusted to life without him. It wasn't a walk in the park, but we made it. Then, out of nowhere, a few months ago, he shows up at my door.
Heck no.
Leave. actually leave. Like, we've moved on. You know what I mean?
Why do you even remember where we live?
That part.
Turns out things haven't been going great for him. Oh, my baby. So sad for
Tiny
you.
violin.
He claims he regrets leaving, insists he was immature and selfish, and has supposedly spent
He
years
was
coming
like,
to
what,
terms with that
30
mistake.
something?
He was
40?
in tears, begging for
43?
forgiveness,
What?
saying
Oh.
he wants his family back, wants to be the
45,
husband
I
and
think
father
she
he
said?
never was.
You're immature.
I made it
dude,
clear
you're
that
like
he can't just
45.
vanish during the toughest times and then expect to waltz back in when it's convenient for him. The kids are nearly grown. Those years of worry, sacrifice, and struggle were all ours without him. Some family members think I'm being heartless, that I should give him another shot because people can change. Others are on my side saying I'm right to stand my ground. He keeps calling, insisting that everyone deserves a second chance and that I'm punishing him over one mistake.
You were gone for however long.
8 years ago.
I don't harbor any hatred toward him, but I also don't feel like I owe him a second chance after carrying this family on my own for almost a decade. So am I overreacting for saying no to letting him back into our lives?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Stand your ground. You've been doing fine without him this entire time, and he has the nerve to come back.
You weren't doing fine
We're good
for the
without
whole
you.
time.
We've adjusted.
That's incorrect. You were not doing fine for the whole time. Let's get it straight. If we're gonna say something, let's get it right. They struggled for a while, really struggled. I mean, she had to not eat so her kids could eat. Like, no, it was not fine the whole time. Let's get it right.
Stood to life with my brother, slept with every girlfriend I ever had.
Oh my God.
So I received this message by this guy I dated 3 weeks ago. So it says, "Hi, thanks for the date. Had a great night with you. I enjoyed the company, but after thinking about it, I don't feel we're the right match moving forward. So I think it's best we just split the date and leave it here. Your share comes to $57.95 for a burger and drink. If easier, you can just cover the food amount of $33.95 instead, and drinks on me. You can pay now to put his username there, or if you don't have pay now, you can pass cash to a friend who has pay now and ask them to transfer to me. Please send me the payment proof once done."
What?
So, in addition to that, OP writes, "Am I overreacting for not wanting to split a bill 3 weeks after the date?"
No, end of conversation. End of conversation. 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Okay, we met only once, and he was clearly inviting me on a date, choosing the place, and assuring I would get, quote, princess treatment. I gave him my number after he asked for it, and then he didn't message me for 3 weeks. Assuming he was not interested, I deleted the match on the app, but apparently he saved my number from before. And now he's asking me to pay him back while he is the one not interested. P.S. I'm still a student and he has a good position in a big company. Am I overreacting for not wanting to pay?
No. This is a scam.
Please send proof.
This is a scam.
This is a scam.
I ain't dumb. This is a scam. My 19-year-old daughter is pregnant by my former fiance. Yes.
What?
I still can't believe I'm typing this.
Oh my God.
My 19-year-old daughter came home from college and told me she's pregnant. When I asked who the father was, she refused to tell me for days.
Oh, I gotta go, y'all. Sorry, y'all. My cousin called. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. I think we watched enough. I will find some other people that we can kind of like react to, like, which there's actually another girl, so we can do that next video. So yeah, but I hope y'all like this, and I am gonna have to, I did not post a podcast yesterday. So I'm gonna have to film one, I guess. I'm gonna have to film one tomorrow and post one tomorrow. So, is my, oh my gosh, why is my neck, I need to scrub my neck. I gotta go, when my cousin calls back, I'm gonna go upstairs to this 317, and I need to like, I want to do a face mask, and I gotta do my skincare, I need to do my, well actually I did my hair yesterday, I just gotta wet it and then put some more stuff in it. And yeah, but yeah, which actually, if I do the face mask, I can't really talk, so maybe I should do that now. I don't know. I finally got Aquaphor on my lips because I have been searching for it. My lips have been so dry. And yeah, I've had to reapply. Like y'all have seen, I've reapplied like 2 times on this video because it's like it's absorbing it. Like there's nothing like it like right. Well, I mean I have obviously there's some on, but like I'll have to reapply in like 15 minutes. They're so dry. Yeah, okay. I'll see you on the next vlog. Bye, y'all.